We start off in Rivers State as the year comes to a close. The Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has held his last press briefing in Port Harcourt, addressing both political tensions and his achievements in office. We have details in this report.
During a live media briefing, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike said his political rift with Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara is far from over. He dismissed claims that all is well politically, noting that disagreement in politics are inevitable. He was responding to Governor Fubara's recent remark about some people backing President Tinubu in a corner manner, widely seen as a jab at him who remains with the PDP. The FCT minister also addressed allegations linking him to the crisis in the PDP and the wave of defections to the APC.
Because he was working for president. Why didn't PDP lose in Rivers State? Because he worked for president. Who took out the National Assembly seat? The president won. It's not the same election. That is not correct. Remember, the president also is a Yoruba man. There's also that sentiment that we have to vote for our own. It's there. It's there. So it's nothing to do with because he worked for president. That's how you lost out in National Assembly. It's not correct. If that is the issue, then we would have also lost out in National Assembly here. We went to the same election. We told our people, vote for president, National Assembly, don't vote for APC. And we achieved it. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong in president giving you ministerial slot. But mind you, he's a president. There are things you don't know that he knows. If the president has called you and said, look, listen, there are other things. When he said me benefit, what did I benefit? The benefit is that the position that will come to Rivers State, take for example, REC, National Population Commission, will you be given to anybody other than Rivers people? That is the outcome. The position that will go to NDDC, Rivers State must be represented. Will you be given to because you're a G5? Let me tell you one thing that you should know. When we agreed on this, his problem was the issue that he was not given ministerial slot. Even when he was saying, you can see the anger. You can see the anger. You don't need to tell anybody. We told him this. Calm down. We went to that. That's one of the issues why we went to see president. To say, look, sir. And president said, look, I'm the president of this country. Just take it easy. There are certain factors I may not have considered. However, something has to be done. When autumn, the former governor of Benue, they went to speak, he said that, look, we are going to support president to do second term. Seyi Makinde, now, in Wednesday, replied on pages of this paper that, why would you say such a thing? I called him. I said, yes. Even if he says so, you don't need to go and react. All he will say, let's call it meeting. This statement you made, it's too early to have made it. But for you to do this, you are showing as if there's a division amongst us.
He also denied promising to deliver the PDP into the hands of President Bola Tinubu as preparations are ongoing for the 2027 elections.
What was that meeting? What was the purpose of that meeting? That would have led me to say, Mr. President, I will hold PDP for you. Why did Seyi Makinde not come up all this while to tell the party, see what Wike is doing? I was in a meeting and see what Wike said. It is not correct. And let me put the record straight. There was no such meeting. Rather, my humble self, the former governor of Benue State, Otom, the former governor of Abia State, Ibazu, the former governor of Enugu State, Ugwaye, and Seyi Makinde, we went to see president.
That's the G5.
Yes, we went to see president to discuss, of course, elections were over, to discuss about certain things. While we were there, the chief of staff, of course, you should know that the chief of staff is always around the president. I was one who said, look, chief of staff, come and show that you can, remind the president of what we have discussed. There was nothing like a meeting. We booked to go and see Mr. President. So you could not, it is completely out of place for anybody to say that in that meeting, I said to Mr. President, I will hold PDP down for you. That's very unfair. Very, very unfair.
Looking ahead, Minister Nyesom Wike says his focus will stay on governance and development, even as political tensions continue to simmer in Rivers State.
For more on this development, a factional National Deputy Secretary of the PDP, Deji Doherty, joins me now virtually. Mr. Doherty, you are of the Minister Nyesom Wike camp of the PDP, and he has been accused of holding down the PDP for President Bola Tinubu in 2027. And as it is, you are like a beneficiary of, that team. How do you react to that?
Well, thank you very much for having me on your channel today. It is quite funny, and it really doesn't make too much sense to me or any learned person, because how do you hold an entire party for a candidate that is, well on top of his game? You understand? I don't understand why our party will continue to make this kind of negative rhetorics, you understand, thinking that they will get some kind of sympathy. If you have not worked, if you have not practiced internal democracy for donkey years, if you have not followed the Constitution, if you have not done the right things over the years, definitely take responsibility for it.
Mr. Doherty,
stop talking about someone that has already planned what he's going to do in 2027, someone that has been planning to be president for the past 10, 15 years.
I hear you, Mr. Doherty, but
please,
how?
Let me ask you one question.
Mr. Doherty, I'm actually doing the questioning here, so let's just, keep it that way. I've heard what you said about, that, but then how do you explain, how do you explain, what has happened with your party, being factionalized at the moment, and the man who you can call to be at the center of the storm, Minister Nyesom Wike, backing a faction of the party which has further divided the PDP?
Okay, can you tell me two things? Yes, you are the one that is moderating here. Can you tell me two things? Number one, is PDP the only opposition party? Because when CPC was in opposition and APC was in opposition, and both of them came together to form APC, nobody made any row. Why is the issue of PDP a big deal?
So are you considering an alliance?
Do you want to tell me?
Are you considering forming an alliance with other political parties? Is that what you're saying?
If we form an alliance, and so be it.
So what party would you be considering to form this alliance with?
Listen to me. If Nyesom Wike or the People's Democratic Party leaders today say they are forming an alliance with whoever, be it APC, be it ADC, or whoever, we as followers, we will follow. You understand? But what I'm trying to say is this. Why is it that it's such a big deal with PDP? Is it because of the news or what? Listen to this. The issue of PDP stems for almost 10 years ago, where the internal democracy of the party, created by some of the players, right, have come to a crescendo level right now, where everybody is now looking for the APC to blame.
Well, the PDP is the main opposition party, and you would agree that a whole lot of responsibility and, is on the party. A lot of expectations are on the party to provide that needed check on the government in power. Would you say the PDP has lived up to expectations in that regard?
Listen to me. We are not professional opposition parties. You understand? So living up to expectation is not like we've been learning how to be opposition for a while. We were in government for 16 years. During the 16 years, we had opportunities, okay? We had opportunities to do the right thing. I'm talking from my own personal experience, from Seyi Makinde Bode George experience. I'm talking from the Southwest position. I'm talking from a party man's position who understands that Nigeria comes first rather than party. Yes, I've been in this party for over 26 years, and I have not gone to any political party, and we have always been hoping to win. However, Bode George has been the one that has been controlling the PDP in Lagos State for the past 26 years and nothing to show for it. Even when we had 6 members of House of Rep.
So are you questioning his leadership?
Members of House of Assembly. He removed everybody.
So are you questioning his leadership of the party in Lagos, Mr. Doherty?
I beg your pardon?
I'm asking if you're questioning the leadership of Bode George, of your party in Lagos State.
This is not about leadership. This is about a change for the youths, for the women, for the people of Nigeria. This is not about PDP. PDP is not the subject here. In the United States, you have coalitions. In Britain, you have coalitions. In France, you have people forming government of unity, of national unity. In Israel, you have the same thing. We can have the same thing in Nigeria. The journalists should stop making it a big deal if PDP is working with ADC or working with APC.
The work of journalists, Mr. Doherty, the work of journalists, Mr. Doherty, is to report what is happening. So if your party is engaged in an activity, trust the media to bring that up. And as we speak, your party is currently immersed in a leadership crisis that has lasted so long. And does it bother you that your party may not be able to put its house in order before the next general election?
That is one election in several elections that are coming. The most important thing, madam, is for us to get democracy right. It's for us to get, if we have to sacrifice our own political careers for us to get democracy right in this country, then let it be so. But I have children. I have children that are coming behind. If I am going to pick my party to rule this country, I must have a conscience to say that, yes, they are practicing the right things even within the party that they will practice when they're in government. Right. Not me placating and making all kinds of false promises or even telling lies just because I want you to vote for my party. This is real. It is real. Believe me, madam, this is real. You understand? And if we don't get it right, then we cannot rule this country correctly.
It's a good way to leave the conversation.
That does not say the APC is doing everything right either.
I hear you, Mr. Doherty. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on TVC News at 7. Deji Doherty is a factional National Deputy Secretary of the PDP. Thank you again.
I won't say anything about that.